Hey everyone, this is First Warn Storm Team Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. Quick weather update on this Sunday afternoon. Obviously, a lot of people worried about the severe weather threat, and with the storms this morning, a lot of people didn't follow on Facebook or Twitter and see that we expected a couple lines of storms early this morning, non-severe, but now things have cleared out, and actually the afternoon is going to be great. So if you have afternoon or really early evening plans, we've got mostly sunny skies. It's blazing hot out there. The morning clouds and showers have pushed off to the east, and temperatures are soaring in many locations well into the 90s. Dew points are in the 70s, so those heat indices, I'll show those real quick, really sticky out there. So there is a lot of heat and humidity building across the Carolinas right now. There's also a lot of what we call CAPE, or in layman's terms, thunderstorm fuel. I'm going to take the temperatures off quickly, and you can see anywhere you see these bright reds, you're looking at CAPEs that are in excess of, a couple thousand to 3,000 or 4,000. That's a lot of fuel. You don't have to know necessarily what that means, but the higher the number, the more thunderstorm fuel there is moving in from the north and west. On top of that, we've got this big vorticity maximum. There's a disturbance coming through the Great Lakes, and it's helping to kick off widespread showers and thunderstorms across the Ohio Valley. On top of that, we've got a very strong jet stream for this time of year. A lot of these shear parameters, the parameters that are the winds changing direction with height, are kind of unheard of in the middle to late summer, because typically the jet stream isn't that active down south. It kind of retreats to Canada during the summer. That's why it's usually hot and dry, and we don't get a lot of cold fronts, and we end up seeing just pop-up storms. But you can see we've got a severe thunderstorm watch till 9 p.m. Eastern time for Michigan, northern Indiana, northwest Ohio. Big tornado watch area, most of Ohio, Pennsylvania, West Virginia until 9 p.m. And then another one that's really the most immediate threat to the Carolinas is what's going to happen back here in Tennessee. You can see a couple tornado warnings there. A lot of shear. This is actually the spot that has the highest risk of severe weather this evening, probably tornadic type storms this afternoon. We'll look at the Storm Prediction Center's outlook, and you can see that's the red areas, the wind threat. I'll show you the categories. This is a slight risk in yellow, which does come all the way down to Charlotte. But really, the tornado threat you can see is confined to this area in eastern Tennessee, southwestern Virginia, southern Ohio, northeastern part of Tennessee, and even northern parts of North Carolina. Interstate 40 north is really the area that has the highest tornado risk. But remember, this tornado risk is still only about 5% or so. And tornadoes are, by their nature, they're very small scale events. They're very dangerous, but by far there's a bigger threat of damaging winds with these storms that develop this afternoon. So what do we expect to happen? Well, I expect it to be nice and sunny and dry, probably through mid to late evening. After dinner time, we'll watch these storms over in Tennessee and Kentucky and see how they develop and then move southeast. So let's look at the model data. We'll take the radar off for a second and turn everything but the radar, or excuse me, the model data off. And this is the short range model, and you can see not doing a real good job with the current thunderstorm activity, but we'll go out until 8 p.m. tonight. You can see the storms will be moving into the mountains by about 8 p.m. our time. 9, 10, 11 p.m. tonight. You can see most of the threat is north of Interstate 40. So around Charlotte south, you really don't have any worries during the daylight hours. You really don't. But if we go back to the NAM4 model, which is a model that did really good with the morning thunderstorms, we'll go into the afternoon hours and show you it's kind of depicting this big squall line, which would indicate probably straight line winds. Now this is 10 p.m., 11 p.m., and here we are at midnight, 1 a.m., 2 a.m., the line weakens. So right in here, we're looking at a 10, 11, 12, 1 a.m. time frame of some kind of damaging winds. But because of what's going on in Kentucky and Tennessee right now, back here with these tornado warnings, I really feel like we still have a tornado threat for the North Carolina mountain counties right in here, probably between 8, 9, 10 o'clock. So we'll have to keep an eye on it. But right now, if you have outdoor plans, you're at the pool, the lake, I mean, it's almost 3 o'clock, you're fine through 8 p.m. It's really after 8 we need to watch. And around Charlotte South, the threat might be more tomorrow morning, depending on how things unfold. But that's kind of what's going on right now. Don't change your afternoon or evening plans. Just keep an eye to the weather. Make sure you're following me on Facebook, Twitter. Grab the Weathercaster app. we'll be pushing out watches and warnings. And remember, this tornado watch over in Tennessee, it's right on the North Carolina border, is until 8 o'clock. So you're likely not going to see anything issued until after 8 p.m. So from now to 8 p.m., you'll be A-OK. Of course, if anything changes, I'll post updates online on Facebook, Twitter, WCNC.com. Make sure you check out our website. We redesigned it. It's great for tracking storms. All the alerts are right there. And of course, if you're away from the TV or your computer, make sure you got your smartphone with our Weathercaster app, and you're following me on Facebook and Twitter. Hope you have a great Sunday afternoon, and hopefully you won't hear from me again, but if you do, I'll see you later tonight.